Kia ora, and welcome to the What Inspired Me Today podcast, a podcast created to inspire you to be the very best that you can be. My name is Stephen Matthew, and this is what inspired me today. Kia ora, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. It is an honor and a privilege to be speaking with you today. In this week's podcast, I wanted to reaffirm the importance of community. Community is a thing that binds us together, not only geographically, but also in the way that we think, our belief systems, our friendships. All of these things make us who we are in the community that we are part of. Our community ultimately shapes us to become who we are. You are going to be shaped by the people that you are around and the community that you are in. So, therefore, it stands to reason that we want to make sure that our community ties are strong. Who is in our social network? Who is surrounding us? Who are we influenced by? And what are the messages that we are putting into ourselves, giving to other people, and sharing with the younger generation? Therefore, community is vitally important. Now, the purpose of community is to be able to build bridges, is to be able to create lasting relationships, and to have a safe environment to raise our kids. Part of this is that community helps us to develop a support network around us. That is why community is vitally important. We especially see in current times that there is a large loneliness epidemic, particularly in Gen Z and younger generations, because we are not fostering the same level of community that we once had. We are going through life in a more individualistic way. We might not be interacting with our neighbors the same way. We might not have those social connections, which then affects our socialization ability to be able to interact. That's why we see viral clips of even grown adults not knowing how to interact with people around them because they are not connected. That is why community is really important. I love this Native American saying from the Sioux tribe, and they say this: with all things and in all things, we are related. We, in the world that we live in, we are interrelated. None of us are islands of our own. We are all deeply connected with the people around us, whether that is for good or whether that is for negative reasons. We are all interconnected, not only with the people around us, but the entire environment and world around us as well. So that is why when you see a weather change, it affects you. That is why when there is a disruption in your schedule, it affects you. That is why when you are in a relationship with any person, no matter what type of relationship it is, if something is off, it will affect you. We are all interrelated. Cicero, he says this. He says, we are born to unite with our fellow men and to join in community with the human race. We are not meant to be isolated creatures. In fact, because we are interrelated, we need relationships with the people around us. That is why when people are not connected or socialized, you see stunted growth in children when they're not socialized with children their own age. That is why it is important that they see and experience the world around them, and especially with other kids their age. That is why we need to be able to develop a sense of safe community around us. But in relation to that as well, community helps us to develop a support network. And when we talk about a support network, your friendship circles, your community, doesn't just have to be with people that look like you, think like you, feel like you, and have to be exactly like you. In fact, your support network and your community is going to be even stronger when you are with people that are not like you. It is obviously important to have certain things that are similar, but when you have diversity in community, it actually strengthens all of us. There's this fantastic Moroccan folk saying that says this: make a place for the children of other people in the place where your own children sleep. What that simply means is this: if I can humanize and relate with people that don't look like me, then I'm making a more inclusive space, a more safe space, a more friendly environment to build community. So, how do we build community? Number one, what are your own interests? What are the things that make you happy? What are the things that intrigue you? As you find things that you are into, you will be able to find other people that are into it as well. Now, that might revolve around things like sports or shared activities, group activities, whether that be outdoor activities or indoor activities like gaming. What are the things that you believe in? Your own belief systems will help you find other people that believe in it as well. So when you find people that have similar belief systems, you can build a safe environment to share, discuss, and to grow deeper in your belief systems in that environment, as long as it is not harming anyone else. That is one way that we can build community. Another way that we can build community is through reaching out and sharing our time, our resources, and whatever we have to offer with the people around us. All of us know someone that needs something. Now, that could be a physical item, it could be emotional support, it could be financial support, it could be spiritual support. Whatever way that we can help, that is a way that we can offer an olive branch and build community. As we continue to do this and foster a spirit of generosity, a spirit of love, a spirit of welcomeness to the people around us, you will notice a marked change in how you act, how the people around you act and react, and you will notice that we have the power to make the world a better place. And so with that, I want to end with this quote, and it is from Henry Noven. He says this: "However, community is first of all a quality of the heart. It grows from the spiritual knowledge that we are alive, not for ourselves, but for one another. Community is the fruit of our capacity to make the interests of others more important than our own. The question, therefore, is not how can we make community, but how can we develop and nurture giving hearts?" So let me ask you this to finish off. How can you nurture a giving heart? How can you open yourself up to meeting new people, reaching new people? How can you extend grace and love to those around you? I know for myself that I would not be where I am now without the communities that took me in wherever I went. When I was in Wellington, it was a community that took me in. When I was in Dunedin, it was a community that took me in. When I came to America, it was a community that came around me to support me. And no matter where I have been in the world, I have been able to find community. And in that community, I found love, I found support, I found a network of like-minded individuals that have helped me to grow and nurture myself and to be nurturing to others as well. I strongly encourage you to find people that you can relate with. And if you need help with that, reach out as well. It is okay. We are not supposed to be islands in and of ourselves. We are made for community. So, reach out, share the love. With that said, have a great week.